What's up, guys? Live here at Pro Play Games with sponsored Dragon Ball player Peter Cattani. He's back. We're back from Las Vegas, and he did us all proud once again. Tell us what you did, bro.
I got a top 8 in the standings of top 8. I was 5th place, but yeah. So we got 3rd. Now we're going behind. We're trying to get forward. Hopefully, I can pull off a win sometime soon, but I'm working on it. The deck I took was the same one I took in Orlando, but I changed like 6 cards out of it. So everyone's been asking, I might as well just show it. I will not play this again. This was not the deck to play at Vegas. This was a surprise factor in Orlando, that's why it did so good. In Vegas, they knew already, and it became very struggling. But I'm gonna talk about the deck, then I'm gonna talk about the experience in Vegas and other things afterwards. Cool? So for leader, Mecha Frieza. Awesome leader, right? If you do not draw your events opening hand and you mold to them, the deck becomes very normal. It's good mid-late game because your sensu beans are kind of free. Awesome. But this leader requires the opening hand to be clutch. If you draw Mecha and objection early game, you're about to win. If you objection turn 1 2 times, your next turn you drop a 4-drop, way too good. But let's get to the abilities. When you play in an event, you take 1 of your life, the event costs 1 less. Awesome. So objection costs 1, Mecha is free. Awesome. The flip side, same thing, but now your events cost 2 less. Fantastic leader. A lot of people complain about it, but earlier before I said the meta is like a triangle. So Cell won Connecticut. He wasn't around, I understand that. But he won Connecticut. Orlando, Mecha Frieza won Orlando, and then now Vegas, Vegeta. It's like a triangle right now. It's a good meta. He's not that broken. For events, main 2 ones that Mecha Frieza uses is Mecha and Objection. Mecha draws you 2 cards. Even after you awaken, it's like summoning a Boo. Like 1 mana to draw 1 card and give your leader a double strike is not bad. Objection is just Objection. It's a great card. If anyone still talks bad about this card, I'm surprised. This card is fantastic. Sensu Bean, bane of all aggro decks. But in this event, a lot of people were swinging with 20s. It was very difficult. This card didn't outshine, but no matter what, with Mecha Frieza, you're still able to do good plays with this. So we all know about Sensu Bean already. If there was a problem in this format, might be this card. Back then it was Cell, hated Cell. Now, like when I'm trying to make a deck, I tested decks left and right, and I couldn't find a comfortable deck, so I went with this one again. Because I'm like, oh, my friend told me if it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm like, I guess. I felt like it was broken in Vegas, but we'll talk about it. This card, if your leader is Army, Frieza Army, you can play it. Awesome. So Chill can't, Cooler can't. It's a shame. I thought of a really cool Chill deck, but I never posted it because I can't play this card. So not worth it. But stop a card's ability completely. Double strike and everything. This card is not a problem in the meta, but it hurts. Hate it. You're 4 10k, draw a card. You gotta play 4, every deck has it. I still don't have a word for this. This time, for my original list of Orlando, I played only 3 Bomas. I actually just wanted to play 3 Bomas again. Boma's great. This time I have a different package. I have 2 different Wheezes. So I put 4, but I still was okay with just playing 3. I wish I did. I mostly sided 1 out all the time. 4 Boos, because it's fantastic. If your Mecha or ejection didn't happen turn 1, Boo is a solid turn 1 to try to draw the events. Jacko. From my original list, the 4 cards that I changed 6, 2 of them being Wheeze, but there's 4 other cards that I changed and took out was the negates. Our team all didn't like negates. We were talking about how it wasn't good. Theoretically, if you were to try to just test out this deck, you can play the 4 Jackals or you can play 4 negates. They both have their benefits. Like, if they swing with a 1-drop Boo and they're going to shotgun you, the negate's not going to make a difference because the next 1-drop is going to do the same thing. Jackal helps you against the shotgun mode. But when they're swinging with a 30k creature, you have Jackal, you're like, it's not that good. So they both have the benefits. You choose what you want to do. Still the MVP of this deck. I love this card. When you combo, even if it's 15, it's my defense play. They're like, oh, it's only 15, then they'll attack it. That's fine. That's 2 attacks that did not go to my leader. 1 I blocked, the other 1 went to him. If I wanted to save a 5k, cool. If not, it wasn't a big deal. Like, let him die. Beerus, super strong in the deck because you bring it out, pop 1 of the creatures, and then you hold Lust to protect this. so their beers don't kill your beers. That's pretty much the concept of the deck. It was supposed to tempo out, like my opponent killing their creatures, and I have the lust to protect my own. Different packages of Wheats. Reason why, in Orlando, I played 4, and they were fantastic. Thing is, my games were grimy. They were slow. Even though I was building up a board that couldn't die by effects or anything, it took a while for me to win. Play testing, our teammate Justin Rios showed me this card when they brought it out. Yes, I could lust it, but I want to save my lust for Beerus or the 5-drop Frieza or any real threat. Them ramping 1, I didn't see it as a threat, but it was huge. Reason why, we do play 4 this Frieza. Original list had 3 in Orlando, now we play 4. With ramp Wheeze, gets you to 5 mana on turn 4. Then when you charge, you have 6, so even dropping the 5-drop, you're still not tapped out. You don't have to waste energy with Sensu Beam. You still have 1 energy to do plays. This card is just fantastic, strong. Anything you possibly bounce, it's beneficial. Also, when you use this card, this is my favorite combo, if anything. I usually defend, it lives the turn, I'll swing with it, bring him out, bounce this back, and now I have another 10k to block with. This is really the concept of my deck. God Charge. Again, also Justin Rios. He showed me this card. I didn't see the point of it, but with the ramp Wheeze, God Charge, and Cold Bloodlust, dangerous. Because if I bring this out, even if you lust it, cool, I can swing at a creature or anything. I don't have to give my opponent a life. On your turn, when you try to kill it with Beerus or any kind of removal, I just Cold Bloodlust it. Now you're dealing with this. This guy was a monster in Vegas. He did so much. One of our teammates, Chris Abella, kind of the maker of this deck. Like, everyone calls this deck mine. I stole it off him. I just did good. He also top 16 in Orlando. He did fantastic. He ran only 3 Bomas and 3 God Charges. That was actually a really good change up too. I thought 2 was fine, but that's another thing you can do. When it comes to the deck, that's pretty much it. It's same as Orlando. So let's get to that. The sideboard though, completely different, because in Orlando, I hated my sideboard. There was nothing good about it. Every time I went to side, I would put 15 cards in, shuffle, and then just take the same 15 cards out, just to, you know, mind games the opponent. This one is the deck I wanted to play, but everyone convinced me to stick to this. So the deck I wanted to play, I just moved it to my side. And it actually worked really well. I was not disappointed, but when I lost against androids in top 4, I didn't find a build that can beat androids, except this one. This was actually solid. This card is amazing. With Lust in this, solid. But I would side 15 cards out and put this package in against aggro, against androids, and those were the 2 main decks. Any other deck that I went against, this deck did fine. This deck can outgrind a lot of other decks. So with this one, Goldo is a fantastic 1-drop. One of my friends joke where it's mana, he says, but I don't know why. It's a blocker. It taps their 5Ks down. The reason why I found this so beneficial is because I can awaken turn 1, turn 2. If I have a great hand, I automatically awaken, but I'm going to slow down my opponent. I don't want to give him cards. So when he drops his boo or any drops that's low, I would tap it, swing my leader, and draw a card. And I got a blocker on the board. Goldo was fantastic. I wish it was main board. I sided it most of the time. Crushing Ball, I made a mistake. I should have ran 3 at least. This card is insane. A lot of times, Bloodlust is not enough. Like, they'll drop a bomb, and you Bloodlust it, cool. They still have like a 25k beater, like Go Tanks. Go Tanks, untap 2, draw a card. When you Bloodlust it, cool, you keep them tapped out. That is nice, but that 25 is still swinging in your face or swinging in your creatures. Tapping it, I found it more beneficial. It's all preference. This promo, this guy is insane. Love this card. It doesn't remove though. It gets rid of a card out of their hand, but like when I'm playing this and my opponent's playing Beerus, there's a different battle at this point. Now he's controlling board while I'm controlling hand. Board is big. So that's the reason it became a sideboard card other than main board card. But against aggro decks, like I would test a lot. Like the night before Vegas, I was testing with Marcel the most because he wanted to try to play out this deck, and luckily we tested. He thanked me afterwards because the plays he would do towards the top 8 and the finals and stuff is because of the way we were testing. this card is so beneficial against decks like that aggro, because they need their Piccolos, they need their Trunks that untap mana, they need certain combo pieces to go off. Again, since I awaken too fast, and if I ejection twice turn 1 and awoken everything, dropping this, bringing out the Piccolo, my leader swinging at it because it comes into play tapped, I draw a card, I got rid of a huge card for you. This guy is a monster, but in sideboard. And last was this guy. It was okay. Beerus is better, but in certain situations when they have 2 attacking creatures, this comes in play. With Sensu Bean, it's also a strong play. I would probably cut one of this for another Crusher Ball and just have 2. He wasn't super needed in Vegas. I'm pretty sure I already talked about it, but this card, everything. It was mostly since I lost against androids. This card I wanted to main because against android, it was solid. Those androids are 20s, and you're always pitching 10k to block them. They keep on standing. Now they're trying to pitch out you. Even the waste of 5, I have 5s. I can do something. With Sensu Bean, automatically going to be just blocking everything. With Cold Bloodlust, he's not dying by removal. The card is strong. I need to make a deck that has this main, but in time, we'll see. When it comes to the deck, that was it. Let me tell you about my experience in Vegas. It was a great time. We went to Vegas, awesome time. We did some casinos, we did some other stuff. Can't tell you in the video. But once we got to the tournament, we came in serious when we were playing. Everyone I met, everyone that came up to me, you know, I love everyone who comes up to me. Thank you. I'm very shy, I say hi and stuff. When you ask me to sign cards, I'm working on my signature. It looks like Zoro with a 2, but like I'm working on it. I gotta make it bigger and stuff. I'm honored that people like these videos. There was a poll on Facebook about like favorite YouTuber, and Dusty got #1. That's fine. That guy works. He puts a video out pretty much almost every other day. He's the one that puts out stream for everyone to see how the ARGs are working and stuff. He's doing so much work, and bro, he got my vote. But I came second. I was like, oh damn, people like me. I like that. That's cool. What else? Judges also were fantastic in, what was it? My top 8 match. In the mid of the game, I think we got deck checked and stuff. We had time before we had to play again. I was starving. I had no carbs in me. So I go to my teammate. I'm like, team, I need carbs. They were rushing to get something, but one of the judges brought me a salad, a chicken salad. Kindness of his heart, just brought it to me, and he's like, here. I was like, dude, yes. He's like, I want you to play good. I was like, dude, say it. I still lost that one, but I owe him one. Let's see. We got all the way top 32. My standing, I believe, was 13 because the last match I was X1, and the guy I was going against, he was X02. The way I saw it, no matter what, I'm a top, either win or lose. And I had a girlfriend I had to text, so I was like, you got the win, don't worry about it. Which was awesome too, because it helped one of my teammates, I didn't even know at the time, it helped one of my teammates make it a top 32. He got like 31 in standing, so it worked out perfectly. Now, the thing I wanted to talk about is ARG for 1 second. There's no rule they can change yet and stuff, but top 32, my opponent was an android. The core of this deck was not meant to be android. I can try, I can push, and technically I can win, but the android has a better matchup. Grinded the game, cool. He won, sucks. Sideboard, still need a grind because it's not an aggro deck. I need to bring him out and start protecting him and slowly beat him down. And sadly, he won game 1, I won game 2. Game 3 became sudden death. If you don't know how sudden death is after top 32, there's no more draws. Sudden death, what it is the loser has to go first. So the guy who won the first game now lost the second game. He's going first the third game. It's based on turns, turn 0, 1, 2, 3. And when you do the math, you can't attack turn 1. You have 1 attack. So you get to charge, do whatever you're going to do, but you can't attack. Then I get to draw, charge, do my play, and attack, take away a life. Sudden death is based on life after the third turn. So the person who goes first gets 1 attack, I get 2. Sadly, top 32, my game became that. It was such a crappy situation because we did have a good game 1 and 2. Game 3, I wish we played it out. You know, he worked hard to get there too. Sadly, I was the one going second. I'm not gonna say sadly too much because I did win, yay. but I felt bad about it. We did talk about it and stuff. I opened up 2 beans and a Jacko. There was no way I was getting hit. So I won 32 like that. I do feel bad. I wish they can change it. The only possible way to change it, you can't even add turn 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because then he'll have 3 mana with 2 attacks, and that's even bigger. So at that point, the only possible sudden death fair rule is roll the dice. Who won the roll? Cool. And we're in Vegas. We should have played 7-11, but they wouldn't allow it. They made us play. Cool. Top 16, I played against Cell. That was a decent matchup. Go Bloodlust does a lot against that deck. And top 8, everyone in my team kind of had this deck more or less. There was different variants, different decks in general, but like out of 8 of us, it was 4 to 5 with this deck, more or less. Different cards here and there, but the concept was the same. Started at Goku, green blue, beat each and every one of us. In the last round of Swiss, Christabella was playing the guy who beat me in top 8, and when he was playing him and I looked, he had like 2 cards left. I don't know how you can deck out in this game. I didn't think it was possible. I made fun of him for it. I was like, how do you deck out against him, bro? He lost the round 1 and just gave him the game because apparently he was saying how frustrating that game was. Okay, cool, I got the warning. So when I played him in top 8, in the first game, I'm shuffling. Throughout the game, I'm realizing, like, this deck is annoying. That deck is incredible. Incredible that deck is. I can't even tell you the pluses. I can't tell you why it's so good, but I felt like Pearl Harbor. I was just getting bombs after bombs after bombs thrown at me. I was just like, dude, I can't beat this. So game 1, I lost. Game 2, I sided in my package. Since he swings with a 20k leader, I put this guy in there. But they had 8 removals. They have 4 Gohans, 4 Beers. Those are the removals. And also Kale, but luckily Kale can't hit this one. I was doing everything to protect this and not giving him cards. He awoke him with Result of Trading with 7 life. Normally I'll put them at 5, but I didn't see these cards game 1 and 2 at all. So my games were slow also, so it was complicated. Since he won the first one, game 2, we grinded it out. I came close. He had enough to block my shotgun when I was going for game, and it was fine. I didn't mind losing. 1, he was a great guy. 2, I was just super impressed by the deck. And 3, it would have gone again to the sudden death situation, and I already have a big problem against it. So the fact that he won game 2, I was okay with. Like, it sucks. I want to try to win a whole ARG, but in time, give it time. I don't need a win like that. So yeah, no, that was awesome. The biggest thing that kind of sucked losing was the next opponent was going to be the Golden Frieza player, and like throughout the whole day I was super excited. If you guys don't know, that is my favorite leader, Golden Frieza. The fact that the way that guy played that deck was fantastic. I was nothing but excited to meet up with him and play. But yeah, when it comes to Vegas itself, I had a great time. My team and I, we all supported each other, we all helped each other. And the flight, we were shuffling, thinking about cards and stuff. Once we got to the hotel, I got 15 minutes of sleep. I literally put my eyes down for a sec, woke up. I had no sleep that whole day. We had a fantastic time. And congratulations to my partner, or my teammate, Marcel, for winning it. That guy works hard for it. He's on Octagon all the time. I'm not. I'm here. I play with just, friends here and stuff. He's seen every single deck, and he's trying. I make fun of him for Vegeta. I hate Vegeta, if you guys don't know that. But he got it. High five for that dude. Last thing I think I want to mention is the hate that PPG gets. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why. If I had to think about every one of our players, no one talks bad. No one says anything like, oh, if you don't play this card, you're bad. None of our videos are like that. We literally do try to bring a good community to Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. See, now if you guys hate us for that, I understand. But other than that, like the things that people say or the hate that we're getting, I don't get why. When you come up to say hi to me, hey, what's going on? How's everything? How's your mother? Random stuff we'll talk about. We're all friendly. There's not one person who acts good in this this tournament or in this team. We all act all friendly. We're nice people. We like to have an appropriate face. But yeah, other than that, what else is new? What else is new? I made a new Facebook. Because everyone is either messaging me or adding me as a friend. If I did not add you, You must forgive me. That Facebook that I have is for like my families and very close friends. So I made one for Dragon Ball Z specifically. So like you add me there, message me whenever you want, I'll respond. All this good stuff. It's PPG Peter Cattani. It's a picture of me doing a little Kamehameha, kind of cute. It should be easy to find, hopefully. And yeah, just start adding me there, message me there, and I'll respond. I'm usually good about that. What else after that? I gotta thank ARG for making the event. I wasn't a bounty. I was so sad. Let me tell you how I was guaranteed thinking I'm gonna be a bounty. I wore a cool shirt and everything. I'm like, ooh. Next thing I know, no, oh, okay. Well, this is embarrassing. And you know, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna go to Richmond. Hopefully, there might be some luck there. I want to be a bounty. I want to be fun and just talk to everyone like that and give out packs, win or lose. Here, take the pack. But ARG doing a great tournament. Awesome judges. PPG for sponsoring me. They flew me out. They took care of me. They got me food on top A when I needed carbs. They're always good to me. And all the people, every person who came up to me and said hi, thank you for that. You guys are awesome.
Awesome, man. Thank you again for the deck profile. Thank you so much for the in-depth analysis. Can't wait to have an awesome time in Richmond again. Hopefully dominate that event. Back to the hyperbolic time chamber. He's got to get his carbs. Ooh. It's time to work. Thank you guys again for watching. Appreciate the support. Until next time, stay super.